Hoy tenemos en nuestros estudios a una invitada muy especial. Ella no solamente es la directora de la escuela secundaria Westside, pero también es una líder en la comunidad. Bienvenida a nuestro programa, doctora Daniely. Welcome to our program.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. As I was introducing you, I mentioned that you are not only a leader at Westside High School, but also in your community. But let's start talking about your school. When you first came to Westside, the school was not in the best shape possible, but little by little you are changing that.
Yes, I can say when I came to Westside in 2012 and 2013, it has been a journey. If I could set the stage on where we were at that time, I was hired a week before teachers were to come back, and at that time we had to hire about 46 staff members, which was there was a total exodus of faculty and staff at that time, change in leadership and a lot of uncertainty at that particular time. So we were scrambling, and the central office assisted to help us hire those 46 staff members. And but by the beginning of school, we were able to have everyone in place. It had been a hard summer for those who remained at Westside, so I knew going into Westside I had to have a different approach, an approach to give the people there hope, hope and help, and you know that was a different leadership style that I had at my other schools, Rutland and Northeast, but it was necessary to assure them that we were going to accomplish a very, very positive mission at Westside. The school was at a 46% grad rate.
Wow.
The CCRP rating at that time was a 46 as well. The school was infested with violence and gang violence, documented violence in the schools, and I just remember looking at the ninth grade data, and we had about 67 ninth grade students who were about to turn 18 and 19 years old. So it was what people would perceive a dismal situation, but I'm always up for the challenge, and so I knew going in that it was going to be a lot of work to be done. But I went in with a mission, with the heart to help and change conditions.
So is it fair to say that it seems that the work that you do at the school level is aligned with your own personal values?
Yes, it's aligned. It's very much aligned. Growing up, I'm from Bibb County, and I am a product of Bibb County public school system. So I had a lot of issues as a teen and a young adult that the children share. So my passion and my heart is with difficult situations and difficult students. So I'm very passionate about wounded children, wounded people, and it is just my mission to really help and breathe life into others, and that was my goal going in. I wanted to breathe life into Westside High School.
Okay. It seems that the generation of students nowadays do not have an intrinsic motivation for their education. What can parents and the community do to change that?
One of the things that the parents and the community can do is to really keep education at the forefront in the home and in the community. A lot of times, even with my own children, you know, the cell phone, TV, but is there time for reading time or focus time or meditation time, or do we have a lot of things going on in the community, but are they educational based at our churches, or are they educational based at the community gyms? We have boxing at the gyms, we have basketball, and I remember midnight basketball and the things that they used to do at midnight basketball that did involve some type of education focus there, but are they continual things to help our students, to support the schools in making sure that students value and keeping education at the forefront?
So it's like a partnership between the parents, the community, and the school.
And the school, the parent, the community, and the school. And a lot of times I think we put education towards the back because we see the children see, even myself, I'm not going to remove myself from it. You know, we see entertainment, we hear music and society and fashion, you know, and all of those things. But are we looking at the core of what's important? And education is important.
Absolutely.
And how are we keeping that alive in the things that we do on a day-to-day basis?
Absolutely. And what advice will you say to the teenagers that might be watching us right now?
My advice to teenagers is to get your education. Your education is at the foundation of everything that you do. If you want to be a rapper, education is at the foundation of everything that you do. A movie star, a doctor, a lawyer. Our greatest people in life, they received an education. So I just want to encourage the students to stay in school, value your education, read more than you even think you need to read. I was a struggling reader myself, and just begin to build your capacity in math and reading and writing, and don't depend on others to give it to you. You self-direct yourself. And so I just want to say to the teenagers, you know, even if you struggle, you know, get back up and really try and work hard and have a growth mindset, because I think that's very important. If a lot of times our students give up if they fail, and they fail over and over again. But I'm a person, you know, it took me 7 years to get a 4-year degree. Wow. And things did not come easy for me. And so I'm here on this platform to say, you know what, I made it, so you can make it. You can make it. Every child can make it. And everything, all the different things were thrown at me that could have knocked me down. Right. But I'm here today. So I just feel like every teenager needs to know that.
It can be done, right?
Let's make it happen. Be done. We make it happen. That's our motto at Westside. We make it happen. You know, my teachers say we need to do that. I say, well, make it happen. We write a grant, and the grant is $5 million, and it's due in 4 weeks. We make it happen. There's nothing that I don't think we can do at our school. There's nothing that I don't think that I can do as a person, as a minority female in this society. We just make it happen, and that's what I try to instill with my faculty, staff, and students, that there's nothing, no mountain big enough, no wall tall enough that we cannot accomplish anything. So we just make it happen.
And what will you tell to those people that have a negative perception about Westside High School?
It's not what it used to be. Westside is not what it used to be. It is my plan, you know. My team, we've been working to make sure that we restore the rich pride and the rich history that Westside had under other leaders like Miss Perkins, you know, and I don't want to call the wrong name, but I think Miss Cotsey was a past principal as well. But Westside had a history of producing scholars and people who went on to do great things, doctors, a lot of the alumni, doctors and lawyers and that type of thing. And so it had gotten off that pathway. So we want to make sure that we are restoring that history in our school, and the violence is little or non-existent anymore. Teaching and learning that's happening in the classroom. The leadership, the strong leadership is in place. Not only myself, but I have building leaders, teacher leaders that are working hard every day. We work early, we work late, and we work to make sure that our students have the best. We have written grants to make sure that our school is a true pre-engineering magnet high school. That is the goal, where we are having school how children need school.
And you recently received a grant.
Yes, we received innovation grant from the governor's GOSA, the governor's office, and that grant award was $700,000.
Wow.
And with that grant, we're going to extend our twilight services, that concept to be able to serve more children during the instructional day, where we are serving non-traditional students who may have barriers. We want to remove all barriers for our children. Not only that, we want to do flexible scheduling, modular scheduling, where Westside can have a homeschool program. We are just designing a holistic approach to educating children.
Wow.
So that there's no barrier. So students that will attend Westside High School next school term will have a personalized schedule that fits their needs, that fits how they learn.
Almost like college.
Almost,
schedule.
yes, like college, yes.
Awesome, awesome. And as you mentioned, you are a successful minority woman. What advice will you give to our Hispanic ladies that might be facing challenges right now that need some motivation to just keep going?
What I can say to encourage minorities and Hispanic women is to, step out there and do it. You are bold, you are fierce, and you just get out there and compete. And if they say no, then you say yes. You walk into your purpose. I expect for us as minorities, if you want a principal job, you walk as if you already have that job. If you want to be a millionaire, you walk as if you already got that money. And you because it's promised to you.
Yes.
You're not promised anything less. You're promised everything that you want in this lifetime. So you're just as valuable, you're just as great as the next person. You just prepare yourself. You read and get skilled at whatever you want to do, and just encourage yourself and build your capacity and be self-directed. And if during those down times, it's you just sit back and meditate, and then the next day get back moving. I'm on it. Just move, and give of yourself to others. When you are in a place, and what I can say to minority women, serve, because there's a lot of benefits when you serve and you help and you give. And the more you give, the more you will receive.
Yes.
So I just say to you guys, just walk like you already got it, and you'll get it. If you don't have a job, wake up every morning like you already got a job.
It's about the mentality.
It's about the perception and the mentality. And if we can do that as minority women or women in general, can you imagine the mountains we can move? We could change some things in our children, in our community, in our churches. Yeah, we can begin to change some things.
I agree. Well, un placer haber tenido con nosotros a la doctora Julia Daniely. Thank you so much for being with us today. Gracias por haber sintonizado el día de hoy. Espero hayan aprendido algo y con el favor de Dios nos veremos la próxima semana en una edición más de Estas son las noticias.